Hey guys, welcome back to the Brillare channel. Today we're all the way out in Bullsbrook installing 6 cameras as well as a whole new paradox alarm system. So today we've got 4 5 megapixel cameras around the house as well as 2 of Dahua's high-end Tioc cameras. Feature a inbuilt alarm system and tripwire activation. Along with that, I'm going to show you and take you through how we do security. We've got a touch monitor going in as well as 3 PIR motion sensors. So I'm going to take you through how those work, how this house is going to be fully secure as soon as somebody steps in or out, no matter what they're doing. So let's crack into it, guys. Me and Ross are going to smash it out and we'll show you how it's done the right way. Let's go. Practicing my acting, so give me a minute. Alright guys, so we're up in the roof now. Ross has just sent me up the snake for one of the cameras, which I've got over there. And then I've just grabbed this 4-core security cable. This is going to be for our external siren outside. So that acts as just another layer of security. So if and when the alarm system is tripped in an armed state, that external siren is going to go off. It's so loud. We'll have to show you at the end, put a little trigger warning. But basically we run this 4-core, 2 of the cores we use for power and the other 2 are power for the strobe as well as power for the actual alarm of it. So we're going to run this to the security panel. We've got the Cat 6 for the cameras. That's going to be running to the NVR right next to it. I'm just trying to grab everything from the front of the house first and bring it all to the one location. As you can see, you've got another snake here up from the front door. So we've got a camera going at the front door. So the client's able to, if somebody comes to the front door or they're not sure who's at the front door, as an additional security benefit, I guess, they can check their phone if somebody's banging on the door or whatever, and see who's there if they're not expecting somebody, which is always great for when you're home alone and obviously, you know, somebody comes to the door and you don't know, you're not expecting somebody. It's always a bit risky just opening the door when you can't see who's out there. So it's just a little additional benefit of having the camera at the front door, and it works great. So I'm going to grab that snake there. That's that camera. I'm going to start running these back real quick under all the beams and everything. Keep it nice and safe. And yeah, should be in and out hopefully. It's a good roof space at least. Nice and open, but tin sheets make it a little warm today. But timber frame, so we're happy.
Not much, just contemplating life, waiting on James. Mate, it was so good. It was too hot. It was that hot I had to shave my beard off. And then I came back, everyone's like, oh, you look so stupid. So now I'm people pleasing, I'm growing it back.
One sec, mate.
Can you see it?
Yellow stack?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
Just waiting on James again to pull this last cable for the cameras. So we're sort of intertwining and running the cables with the cameras and the alarm at the same time, just so we can minimize the works in the roof. So yeah, we've just done 2 of the sensors for the alarm, and this is the last camera cable. And it all goes back to that central point where the NVR is and the alarm box. Then James can get out the roof, and then we can fit all the cameras off, and he can start working on the NVR and fitting it all off.
just about finished wiring up. It's only been about an hour, so we're flying through it, just like we do here at Brillare. I just got to get showing Ross where we're going to put the rest of the sensors, and then we're just going to drill the hole in the garage for the internal monitor.
Go on then.
So we're going to drill it in the garage, come down with a bit of conduit at the back because it's a single brick wall, and then just poke the cable through into the house. That way you still get the nice sleek look on the inside, and all your conduit works just in the garage. It's not the end of the world. We'd rather not do it, but that's the way it's got to be done, and yeah, at least it doesn't look bad from the inside. So we're going to get that done, and then I'm going to hop back up, get all those cables down, and then it's time to start fitting off. All right, so this is the cabling we use for security. So it's a 4-core cable. So 2 supplies power to the unit, and then 2 supplies the action of monitoring. So it sets it as, so when the alarm is set, it's open. So as it's on a normally closed circuit, as soon as it detects motion, the 2 other cables that aren't supplying power to the unit act as, become open, and therefore trigger the alarm system. And then that's when everything starts to go off.
Oh, shit, got me.
So that's the importance of those PIR monitors or motion monitors, is just to detect motion when nobody's at home.
No one's around. Walking in. I'm in, mate. Ah, it got me.
This house is going to be safe as once it's done. If they're not deterred by the cameras at the start, as soon as they smash a window or get inside, we've got 3 motion sensors in the main areas. We've got one in the living room, in the 2 hallways. As soon as they walk into any of those spaces, that alarm's going to trip straight away. They're going to be running for the hills. Alright guys, so finally out of the roof. Got all our cables down now, so we've got our data cables through one hole, and then all our security. Ross has been kind enough to label everything for me to make my life a little easier when it comes to fitting off. So basically we just also installed the PowerPoint up there, so that PowerPoint's going to be able to run both all our stuff for the NVR and the security panel, as well as the data network switch that we have to put in just to run the supply data internet connection to both the NVR and then the IP150 on the control panel for the security, so that the client can then use the app on their phone and be able to control the disarming and arming of their security system from their phone. If they're away from home, if they're here, and they're able to see alerts if anything ever detects motion or an alarm gets set off, they're able to sort that out without having to rush home and turn it off. They're able to do that from their phone at any time. So yeah, going to start getting into the fit off process, guys. I'll show you how it's all done. Ross is going to start fitting off everything around the house, and hopefully we will be finished in a couple hours. Alright guys, so here we have the Tioc. This is the high-end commercial and residential camera made from Dahua. This camera has the ability to, compared to the other ones, you're able to set tripwires and certain parameters and perimeter lines for your house. So that way, if anybody, when it's activated, crosses that line during the night or when you're away from home, this is going to start trip the alarm. It's going to start making a blue and red flash, as well as noise, just as an additional deterrent for people and anybody trying to do the wrong thing around your place. It's also 8 megapixels and features a 4K resolution, therefore making them one of the best cameras in the industry for what they're designed to do. So we've got one out, we're going to be putting one out the front here, and then setting a perimeter line just in front of just past the pathway, so that anybody, when the client is away from the house, if anybody crosses that line, it's going to be an additional deterrent. It's going to start blaring sounds, the alarm's going to go off, and people are going to know that there's definitely cameras there and they're definitely being watched. The other one's also going at the back, just going to have a tripwire along the fence line. If anybody jumps that fence line, same thing's going to happen. They're going to be straight out of here. So we're gonna get stuck into it. We're gonna put these ones up, or Ross is. But yeah.
Done.
So just getting the board mounted now, just making sure it's all nice and level and looks really neat for the clients. Once that's done, I'm just gonna cut these down a bit shorter, relabel them, and then just start the fit off process, making sure everything looks good. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna mount the NVR underneath the GPO and fit off the data as well. Then we'll be able to commission everything, get it all tested and get it all started. Hopefully it all works first time perfectly. Fingers crossed. If Ross does his job right.
Fake news. So basically this is the external siren. It's got a cover plate there. So basically we hook it up with a 4-core cable to the siren, which is here, and the strobe, which is down here. So when the alarm goes off, you can hear it outside and it'll be flashing lights as well. So everyone knows that if someone's broken in. And then paired up with the cameras, you'll be able to take the footage and give it to the police. Makes it much more safer.
Alright, so that's pretty much all fit off now, at the board at least. Ross is just finishing off the cameras. I've just got to hook up the battery and then the AC power to this one, and then yeah, obviously once Ross fits off all the security gear out throughout the house, we can power this one up. I'm going to get a start now on the NVR. I'm going to mount that to the right of the security panel, and then obviously fit off all the mechs, get that ready to go, and then yeah, hopefully everything tests perfectly. Everything's running pretty smoothly today. Roof space was really good, so was able to smash out the wiring in like an hour and a half roughly. And then, what's the time now? It's 11 o'clock, so another hour or two we should be able to test everything, make sure everything works, set up all the panel and the key fobs. So we've got 2 key fobs for the client so that they can arm and disarm the alarm system from their car or even before they've entered the house. So we set those up, set them up each with their own individual PIN numbers for the code. And yeah, and then we'll set the cameras up on their phone obviously as well. And I'll show you the process of doing the lines and everything on the Tioc that I was talking about before, the perimeter boundaries and how the alarm system works.
James.
Did the alarm go off?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Are the microwave sensors that go in the house, and they basically send out an infrared beam that you can't see, just bounces off the walls, and if it detects a mismatch, like someone's broken in, comes in, it turns on the alarm. It sends a signal, to the alarm panel, which then will blow up the speakers and the sirens to let people know that there's someone breaking in. It also has a tamper-proof switch, so if anyone tries to open it, it goes off automatically. And yeah, it's just 4 terminals, and we've got to put these little diodes in.
So I've just put a bit of curry over those data cables. Now I'm just going to start fitting them off. I've mounted the NVR below the alarm panel just so it looks a bit nicer. But yeah, just going to fit off these data cables. Ross has already fit off all the cameras now. He's onto the security system. So once I fit these off, I'm going to power that one up and start setting it up, configure it to the client's needs, and then yeah, hopefully by the time I've done that, Ross is finished with the alarm panel. Yeah, currently I have the eBay version of Ross, the Bali version. I sent off one with a full beard and I got back half the man. Hey Ross.
Beep, beep, beep.
Alright, well, here guys, I've got the network switch. So we need this in this case compared to, you know, normal camera jobs. We go straight into the back of the NVR from the TP link that we use. But this time instead, because we need to also get a internet connection to the security board, we've got to use one of these. So the TP link connection goes into the uplink of the PoE port, and then from there you can have an additional 4 ports of PoE. So then your data cable can go one to the NVR, and then we'll have one to the security system, and therefore both can be connected to the internet, and then we can able to connect both individual apps on the client's phone from there. So that's the reason we need one of these this time round.
Ready?
Yep.
Alright guys, so I'm just about to mount the indoor keypad. Now this will just be 30-second delay. It comes with a fob as well, so you can just set your car like a car. Basically you can turn your house on and off. And so basically it's real simple. Just that's what it looks like. It's really small, color screen, and it just mounts onto the wall here.
Alright guys, so I'm going to take you through how we program the tripwires for the Dahua Tioc cameras. So at the front here, this is one of the Tioc cameras that I was talking about before. As you can see, you have a nice view of the front yard, covers the garage and the driveway, as well as a bit of the road. So we're just going to set up a tripwire that activates if somebody enters onto the grass or past the driveway. Gingerbread man.
Step over the tripwire.
Just off the pedestrian path. So we're going to go into the main menu, into AI, and then into IVS. From there we choose channel 5 because that's the one this Tioc camera is on, and click the add button. From there we can go in and we're able to just click and drag across the screen. So we're going to go at about there, click on that, and that's set up so that if anybody passes it going backwards or forwards, like either way across, it's going to set off the alarm on the internal alarm on the camera. We're going to go OK, and we're going to apply that one, and then we'll take you outside and see how it works. Guys, now we're outside. We've set the tripwire up for about roughly here, just in front of me. So say the client's away at night, off because of the car. Alright guys, so now we're outside. I've set up the tripwire so it's just in front of me, as you just saw. So say now the client goes home at night, or they're out, they're away from the home. They can set this up so that if anybody comes off the pedestrian path and on past the tripwire, the camera's going to activate its internal siren. Nobody's getting anywhere near these windows or doors. That's going to scare the shit out of them and frighten them off. That's the beauty of the Tiocs, and that's what people love them so much.
Hey guys, so yeah, we've come to an end of this job. Another successful install for 6 cameras, 2 Tiocs and an Elvoc alarm panel. Yeah, it's been a really good job. It's pretty straightforward, single story, no real issues to deal with. The only real issue is just setting up the cameras, but James is on that now, so we'll be all sorted. Get ready, packed up, go home. It's Friday for the weekend. I gotta go home and get ready for Oktoberfest. So yeah guys, we'll see you on the next one. Remember to click like and subscribe.